Hey guys, what day is it? It's Tuesday. Tuesday with your favorite nurse, Tuesdays with Lori, and you guys are in for a big treat because today I thought you guys can get to learn a little bit more about me. So I'm going to be interviewing myself, answering my standard questions as well as maybe some not so standard questions. I've heard from a few of my clients some things that they'd like to know about me, they'd like to hear about me. So this is just a chance for me to be vulnerable and stand in my truth. So without further ado, am I a dog person or a cat person? Well, if you know me, you know the answer is I'm a dog person. I've got pictures of my dogs on the walls. If you come in as a client, you will see lots of dog stuff. And at home, it's the same way. I've got, oh my Lord, professional portraits that were done of Rex and Buster. I have photos of Jax, of Ringo. I don't know if you guys remember Gracie, but Gracie was part of our pack for a little bit. She was rescued from the Humane Society, and I was a foster for her. We also had Bella. Bella was a part of our household for a few years. It was my father-in-law's dog, and she was a beautiful soul. And she died when she was close to 13. And of course, Buster. I had Buster. Got his pictures in here right now. I had him since he was 6 weeks old until he was 12 and a half, and he just passed in October. So still near and dear to my heart, and I miss him every day. Used to bring him with me to work, and I just miss his little soul being in here with me. But life goes on. I still have the other two, Ringo and Jax, and they're more than enough, believe me. Ringo especially, he is a handful. What was my aha moment when I knew that this was my career? I worked in the ICU almost 9 years, then I suffered a back injury. I had been dabbling in aesthetics, but I didn't know that that would be my full-time career until my injury. And I was thankful that I had something to fall back on because I couldn't go back to bedside nursing. So I was blessed, and I volunteered at a medical spa in Fair Oaks. And I was just shadowing the nurse there, and then an opening came up, and I was able to start working there, and that kind of started my entire career. And I am so blessed now that I'm here at Cascade Wellness. My corporation is Aesthetics by Lori, but I am here with Dr. Dickens here at Cascade Wellness in Folsom. It is time to dig a little bit deeper, and this is something that I've wanted to be transparent about for a long time, but because my dad was still living, I didn't feel like I could share my truth. My dad passed last year on my birthday, February 23rd, 2020, and that set a bunch of different events in motion. I had been getting some therapy, and we were doing brain spotting regarding past trauma. I know I've been pretty vague about my, trauma in the past, but I'm not going to be vague anymore. From the time I was 2 years old until the time I moved out at 18, I was molested by my dad. I guess I never thought it was, bad, or as bad as it could be. And I didn't really give myself permission to grieve the loss of my childhood. I justified that because he only touched me and he didn't have intercourse with me, have sex with me, that it wasn't that bad, and that I didn't have a right to say anything. I did not tell my brothers until I believe I was in my 30s, because I was still drinking back then. I got sober from alcohol in 1999. So I've been 37. Yeah, it was in my mid-30s before I told them. Traumatic for my brothers hearing that from me, that my dad had been molesting me for years as a child. The earliest recollection, I just remember when I was 2 and I was in a bathtub, and I did not want my dad giving me a bath anymore after that, and I would cry. And then there's just like little glimmers of memories that I have through my teenage years and until I moved out at 18.